Greetings viewers, you're watching another fourth branch interview. I'm Russell Villag here at Temple Valley Studios with recording artist Lubei Cavin. Thanks for meeting us today.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, so tell us a little about yourself, Lubei.
I'm originally from Palau, born and raised in Palau. I've lived in Hawaii for about 10 years now, and I do music here.
Alright, what kind of music do you...
My first album was reggae, and I switch, depends on what kind of feeling I feel the beat and stuff like that.
So let's just get into these questions that we got from our viewers. What motivates your music? What inspires you?
I'm inspired by a lot of people that are part of my life, family, friends, struggles that I go through, pretty much everything about life and the whole journey.
That's a big inspiration for you. Is there like an artist that...
There's a lot of artists that I look up to and I listen to.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of old school reggae, a lot of pioneers, Bob, Lee Scratch Perry, Roots Manuva, artists from all over.
Alright, that's cool. You mentioned you were from Palau. Do you speak Palauan often? Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Every
cool.
day.
That's cool. Does it come up in your music?
Yes. Yes.
You perform a lot on stage, and I was wondering, like, what are the emotions you feel when you're performing? What's that like?
It's kind of strange, you know, because once I start performing, I kind of lose control and I just get lost in the whole, you know, the whole thing.
The euphoria of the music. Huh? When did you realize that being a recording artist was something that you wanted to do as a career, or as like, what you're doing right now?
I don't think I came to one point and realized that this is going to be a career. It's more of a passion for me. During the recording of the first album, I really fell deep in that music, and I kind of knew, like, okay, this is something that I'm going to hold on to. And it's more of a passion and, you know, just life.
What would you say are some of the key differences in music here in Hawaii and Micronesian music?
I think in Hawaii you have more venue, a bigger audience, more clubs and places to perform. And I think not sure about how it is now back home in the region, but I definitely know that Hawaii is a little bit more, it's always constant, you know?
Yeah. Do you think that culture ever interferes with your work, Palauan culture?
I don't think it interferes in a negative way, but it does in a positive way for me, personally.
How so?
Well, I bring a little bit of a different flavor in my music and what I do and how I am. People I meet, people I come across, and I embrace that, you know. I don't try to change who I am, and, you know, it just kind of adds to a little bit more of who Lubei is.
Spice, little flavor. So how important is music to its community, like to your community?
I think music is a really important, extremely important. It's a tool, also a language that communicates to people, you know, who don't, you know, from different areas of the world and all over. We can kind of have this feeling and share, you know. So it's very important.
So it's like a way of sharing your community with others and within the community too. Your
talent, your the songs that you sing, you're, you know, going with melodies, and it just reaches, you know. It's definitely a language of a message to.
What do you think is music's impact on popular culture?
Music shapes the way we dress, what's new, what's in, what's popular, what to buy. It has a big impact. You know, people watch videos and you watch this music thing and what to, you know, stuff that's happening in the
I'm glad
the
you
videos and
brought that up, because our next question is like, what responsibilities do artists have to youth as role models, because they influence, right?
I think some artists don't aspire to be role models, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like one day I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna become a role model, you know. You aspire to go with your dreams and what you do. For me, it's music. But then again, I'm at a point where I have people, if they look up to me or they, you know, say that I am a role model, I think we have to be accountable for what we say, what we do, you know.
Do you feel like that's a burden for you, or is it something that you're embracing?
You have to embrace it, yeah. So we're not perfect, but then we learn to, you know, kind of keep getting better.
Trying to be, yeah. What's the main message in your music?
Main message in my music would be, every song has a different message. Overall, I think it would be just me as an artist growing. Growth and, you know, being able to kind of switch and experiment with different sounds and the whole creation, you know, of music, arrangement and being really creative.
So it's like the process is what fascinates you.
Yeah.
That's fun. Do you think that your music is a big reflection of yourself, or is it something bigger?
It's something bigger. I could see when I start a song, I get the thought and idea, melody, and I start a song and that's all I have. So that's a reflection of me, yeah. And by the time after the song is done with the arrangements, and it's something kind of amazing because it's beyond at some parts. So I think it's definitely bigger.
What do you think of some of the messages in popular music today that promote like promiscuity, drug use, crime? Do you think that some artists are really glorifying these things?
It's very obvious.
Yeah.
Sadly, some people say it's entertainment. Yeah, and it's really up to the listeners and people to choose music that relates to you and are real. And it's up to everybody to what they want to listen to. We can't really control that, but it's sadly going in that direction where it's entertainment, you know.
Do you think your genre, reggae, glorifies some of these negative things?
I don't see reggae glorifying those things. Reggae, the stereotype of people, just immediately when you say reggae, you think of dreadlocks, marijuana. Reggae music is more of the music itself. It's an art form and it's been around for a long time. If you really listen to the beats, reggae music, and it's so simple. Some songs are so simple, yeah, but it has that thing that just kind of reaches to people in its most simplest form, and then some are more intricate. And I don't see reggae music as in a negative way. For me personally, it's more of an uplifting thing, and it glorifies people, it glorifies struggle, it glorifies you know, our community and what's happening, and it's real.
That's really cool. What do you think about the evolution of music in Micronesia now, and especially reggae, because that's a big genre back home?
Evolution of Micronesian reggae music?
Yeah.
Where do I see it, or how do I?
Where do you see it? What do you think about it? Where do you think it's going?
I think you know, I'm not really aware of what's happening in our region. I know that there's a lot of good artists with big talent that need to be heard, you know.
Yeah. So would you like to see being big and blown up too, or like where would you like to see Micronesian music in the future, standing with the rest of the world?
I would love to see it just, you know, be its own and be strong, you know, and just open um, different things for our youth and our artists, people who have talent to pursue.
Are you involved with the Palauan community here?
I am when there's events, functions. I run a t-shirt company, so I usually give doing that, my t-shirts, and I'll print people's shirts, even with the Micronesian community.
That's cool. If you could, how would you want to use your music and talent to benefit that all?
I hope I don't really. I hope that I can reach more of the youth and at a personal level with people with dreams and with talent back home. I think I can be be a benefit by giving my time and just be there as visit the school, visit the kids, and just be real and talk to them and share what I've gone through with my music.
Do you want to try to like inspire them to do more arts and stuff like that?
I think we need more in our islands.
Yeah.
More, yeah.
Not just music, but like
everything.
Art,
yeah, arts,
art in general,
our
yeah.
dances, and remain with our traditions, but kind of instill that.
I like that. And are you under a record label or are you just independent?
Independent, Temple Valley Studios, Fort Union.
That's where we are right now, yeah, the Temple
Yes.
Valley. You got some friends here, yeah? We'll talk to them later. So why are you making music here in Hawaii? Have you ever thought about going to Palau to make music there? Is it just...
I've lived here for, so it's whatever. If I lived there, then I definitely would do music there, but I'm here, so I just, I do it here.
Okay.
And partly it's a bigger, audience and more room to...
You have really nice hair. I was just wondering, how long have you had your dreadlocks?
Dreadlocks about a year and a half, almost 2.
That's cool. Is it hard to maintain them?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
you
lot of
have to. Yeah, you have to. But I like them. I love them.
Is that just like a fashion statement, or is that like part of a lifestyle, or just part of your image?
It's very personal to me. When I decided, it's a very big decision. Yeah, because once you do this, to go back, you have to shave it.
Oh.
Yeah, and go bald.
Never
So
done that.
yeah, I came to a point in my life where I needed to do this, and I made a decision, and it's for my personal.
So it's a big commitment. Yeah. I never knew that. How do you make your art and music available to the public?
This next album, this new project that we're doing, is gonna be available online, iTunes.
Right.
My old album is available on iTunes, Till Zion. This one is gonna be in stores, the CDs, and also available on the internet. So
Any
for
shows
downloads.
coming up?
Shows? No.
No, not yet.
No. Focus on the album.
All right, then moving on to the last question. We're done. Do you have any advice for the young Micronesian artists out here or in the world?
Just go for it, Keep kicking. Even though it seems like, you just want to let go or give up, just keep going and be true to yourself and respect our culture, embrace where we come from, our heritage, and don't ever lose that, but use it, to fuel you and be a passion for you to move on and conquer and just keep kicking.
Well, thanks, man. That was a big revelation. Thank you very much for meeting us.
Thank you.
Also, again, with the 4th branch, please subscribe and check out our videos on YouTube. Visit our website, seen here, and just participate in the forums, comment, anything. As long as you're participating, we'll keep going. 4th branch, stay tuned.